Hi guys, I wanted to talk about my self-appraisal. I took it, I was very disappointed up front with how it came out because working in the social work field for a little bit, I felt like I knew a lot more than I actually did. So this was very clarifying. My total score was 177, which is below average. And so my reaction to the score, my initial reaction was I was disappointed because I have worked in this field and I hardly know anything, to be honest with you. When it says discuss certain topics, I know in my head what those topics are, but it's pretty difficult to put it in words for me because I'm a very kinetic learner, so I'm very hands-on and I'm not very good at writing things down or explaining it very well. My two most proficient areas were talking and listening, and I did write all this stuff down. Talking and listening and beginning, so like meeting people, I would say I am good at listening to people and kind of getting the underlying emotions or feelings or kind of like certain words that people use to indicate certain emotions. So I would say that I am intuitive in that way. My two least proficient areas were ironically the introduction, just a lot of definitions, once again going back to I know what they are, I have heard of them, but it's just not, I'm not the best so far. We are just starting out. The steps I'll take to improve my proficiency, I have several. So I will actively search out certain topics in real life, whether that be like meeting up with peers or a professional or going to my local mental resources just to get some more information about topics that we go over. If I don't know something, I will immediately look it up, like whether it be a word, whether it be anything. So I want to know what that is then and there so that I have somewhat of an idea of what I'm talking about, because I would rather say that I don't know anything than to say that I do, because if somebody asks me another question, I'm just gonna pause, and I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to tell people the wrong thing and then them have that idea in their head and I'm the one that gave it to them. No, thank you. Another step that I will do to improve proficiency would be watch videos, read books other than textbooks, so like, more more specific books on specific topics, especially the ones that I'm interested in and that I know I'm going to need in the future. Seek out professionals in my community and become active in public forums and discussions amongst peers. I feel like I definitely don't do that. I'm not a person that goes out of their way, especially in class, which I will get better and I will learn, but yeah. So I acknowledge my weaknesses and I'm going to do my best to make sure that those are not weaknesses anymore by the end of this class. Overall impressions of my readiness, I would not completely bomb. Speaking candidly, I feel like I could hold my own conversation just, with a professional or one of my peers for a little bit, and then in the next couple minutes it started to get like more specific and I would kind of dwindle with ideas. But yeah, that was me and my self-appraisal. It was great, thank you.